You'll be shocked by what animals can do. While humans pride themselves on architectural marvels, animals have been perfecting their home-building skills for millions of years. From underwater chambers to skyscraper-like structures, the animal kingdom boasts construction talents that would leave even seasoned engineers in awe. Curious? Join us and let's dive in. Number 14. Montezuma oropendola. When it comes to dramatic architectural statements, few birds can match the Montezuma oropendola's flair for the suspended and spectacular. These social birds from Central America's tropical lowlands create nesting colonies that transform trees into hanging gardens of woven wonder. Female oropendolas take charge of construction, weaving extraordinarily long, pendulous nests that dangle from tree branches like nature's chandelier collection. These remarkable structures measure between 24 and 71 inches in length, resembling elongated baskets swinging in the breeze. A single colony tree might support over 100 of these hanging homes, creating one of nature's most striking avian apartment complexes. The location selection process reveals sophisticated decision-making. Colonies establish themselves in trees offering maximum protection, often specifically choosing those already hosting wasp nests. This counterintuitive preference creates a powerful security alliance. The wasps aggressively defend their territory against larger predators, inadvertently providing protection for the birds, while the birds alert wasps to smaller threats. Number 13. Hornbills' sealed security chambers. Hornbills practice one of the most unusual nesting strategies in the bird world, essentially creating a living vault that keeps females and chicks securely enclosed for months. This extraordinary approach transforms tree cavities into impenetrable fortresses. The process begins with both birds selecting a suitable tree hollow, often an old woodpecker cavity or natural tree hollow. Once approved, the female enters the cavity while the male brings mud, clay, and sometimes their own droppings to seal the entrance. Working together, they narrow the opening until only a small vertical slit remains, just wide enough for the male's beak to pass food through. Once sealed inside, the female molts most of her flight feathers, becoming temporarily flightless. This perfectly timed physiological change coincides with her confinement period of 3 to 4 months, while eggs hatch and chicks develop. The timing must be precise. Regrow feathers too early, and she outgrows the space. Too late, and she can't escape when needed. Number 12. White ants' refrigerated towers. In Africa's savanna regions, fungus-growing termites, often called white ants, construct massive mounds, featuring perhaps the most sophisticated passive cooling system in the natural world. These structures, reaching heights of 30 feet, maintain precise internal temperatures despite external fluctuations of over 100 degrees. Unlike typical termite mounds, fungus-growing species create structures with thick outer walls surrounding a central core where they cultivate fungus gardens, their primary food source. The fungus requires exact temperature, 87 degrees Fahrenheit, and humidity, 95% conditions to grow properly, presenting an extraordinary engineering challenge in environments where external temperatures fluctuate wildly. The solution is an intricate ventilation system that operates without moving parts. The mound features a central chimney surrounded by a network of tunnels and chambers, arranged in a fractal pattern. As the sun heats different sides of the mound throughout the day, the termites open and close specific ventilation tunnels, creating convection currents that circulate air and regulate temperature. I have a question for you. First, I would like to say that it is possible to follow the greatest curiosities of our world every day. But to do so, you need to be subscribed to our channel. So, are you already subscribed? If not, take the opportunity to subscribe now. Also, take the opportunity to like the video, so YouTube will recommend more videos from our channel. So leave your like right now. And now that you have done that, let's go. Number 11. Prairie dogs' underground cities. Beneath North America's grasslands lie some of the animal kingdom's most extensive community developments. Prairie dog towns that stretch for acres and house thousands of individuals in interconnected burrow systems. These colonial rodents create subterranean metropolises that transform entire ecosystems. A typical prairie dog town consists of multiple family units called coteries, each occupying a territory of interconnected burrows. The excavation begins with diagonal entrance tunnels that quickly drop 3 to 10 feet below ground before leveling into horizontal chambers. The engineering incorporates specialized rooms for different functions: nursery chambers, sleeping quarters, toilet areas, and food storage. What distinguishes these rodent architects is their sophisticated ventilation design. Each burrow system features multiple entrances, including distinctive raised, crater-like mounds and lower, rim-type openings. This clever arrangement creates pressure differentials that force air circulation through the tunnel system regardless of wind direction, ensuring fresh air reaches all chambers despite being underground. Number 10. Rabbit's hidden nursery. Not all impressive animal homes reach toward the sky. Some of the most effective lie hidden beneath our feet. Female rabbits, facing the challenge of protecting extremely vulnerable babies from countless predators, have perfected the art of the invisible nursery. The process begins with site selection, as crucial for rabbits as for human homebuyers. The mother rabbit searches for locations with abundant tall grass and natural cover, providing camouflage while staying close to food sources. Once she identifies the perfect spot, she digs a shallow depression in the soil, not deep enough to flood, but sufficient to create a protected pocket. The real craftsmanship appears in the interior design. The mother lines this depression with layers of collected grass and leaves, creating a soft foundation. Then comes the extraordinary finishing touch. She pulls fur from her own chest and belly to create the ultimate natural insulation. This self-plucked fur creates a downy blanket that keeps newborns warm while allowing them to breathe easily. Number 9. The engineering marvel of sociable weavers. Deep in southern Africa's Kalahari Desert stands what looks like giant haystacks balancing on trees and utility poles. These aren't random accumulations. They're massive apartment complexes built by sociable weavers, capable of housing over 100 bird pairs simultaneously. The structure itself resembles a small thatched village suspended in the air. What makes these nests truly remarkable is their internal organization. They contain multiple chambers with specific purposes. The central rooms trap heat for nighttime warmth, while the outer chambers provide cooling shade during scorching desert days. These bird condominiums can weigh several tons and last for decades, with multiple generations adding to and maintaining the structure. Some nests have remained active for over 100 years, making them the longest continuously inhabited structures in the bird world. Number 8. Vogelkop Bowerbirds Art Gallery. The Vogelkop bowerbird of New Guinea's rainforests takes nest building to artistic heights. Despite its plain brown appearance, this bird compensates with spectacular architectural skills aimed at attracting mates. Unlike traditional nests, the bower isn't for raising young, but serves as an elaborate courtship stage. The male constructs a cone-shaped hut, approximately 3 feet tall and 5 feet wide, creating what amounts to a personal art gallery. The structure features walls woven from thousands of carefully selected twigs, each placed with precision to create a sturdy, weather-resistant frame. What truly sets this bird apart is its decorating obsession. Each bower becomes a curated exhibition of colorful treasures: flowers, berries, beetle shells, butterfly wings, and even human-made objects like bottle caps and plastic pieces. The bird organizes these items by color, creating striking patterns that contrast against the forest floor. Number 7. Woodpeckers' Carpentry Masterpieces. Woodpeckers are nature's master carpenters, using their specialized anatomy to create precisely engineered nesting cavities in living and dead trees. Far from random holes, these avian excavations represent sophisticated homes tailored to specific needs. The construction begins with the woodpecker selecting a suitable tree, often one with heart rot or soft interior wood, surrounded by a harder protective shell. Using its chisel-like beak, reinforced by shock-absorbing skull structures, the bird hammers into the wood with precise, calculated strikes. Each excavation involves thousands of individual pecks, delivered with astonishing force. Woodpecker cavities follow a specific architectural plan: an entrance hole just large enough for the bird to enter, but small enough to exclude larger predators, followed by a short horizontal passage that takes a sharp, downward turn. This J-shaped design prevents rainwater from entering the nesting chamber while creating an additional security barrier. Number 6. Satin bowerbirds performance venues. In Australian forests, male satin bowerbirds create elaborate structures that serve as stages for one of nature's most complex courtship displays. These aren't nests in the traditional sense, but specialized performance venues designed to showcase the builder's artistic talents. Construction begins with the male clearing a platform area on the forest floor, removing every leaf, twig, and stone to create a pristine stage. He then collects hundreds of slender sticks, each carefully selected for appropriate length and flexibility. These twigs are embedded vertically into the ground in 2 parallel rows, creating avenue-like walls that can reach 2 feet in height and 3 feet in length. The bower's most distinctive feature is its meticulous decoration scheme focused almost exclusively on blue items. The bird collects blue feathers, flowers, berries, butterfly wings, and human-made objects like bottle caps, plastic pieces, and even ballpoint pens. These treasures are arranged in specific patterns surrounding the bower entrance, creating a striking visual display against the forest floor. Number 5. Termite cathedral nests. Rising from African plains like ancient monuments, termite nests stand as testament to what tiny insects can accomplish through coordination and chemical communication. These structures reach heights of 30 feet, equivalent to a 3-story building constructed by creatures measuring just millimeters. The interior complexity defies imagination. Within a single termite mound exists an intricate network of tunnels, chambers, gardens, and nurseries, essentially a complete underground city housing millions of individuals. The architectural genius doesn't stop at size. These structures incorporate sophisticated environmental control systems. Termite nests feature intricate ventilation shafts that maintain consistent internal temperature and humidity levels despite brutal external conditions. This natural air conditioning system works through a combination of specially designed chambers and tunnels that capture breezes and distribute air throughout the colony. Number 4. Weaver birds hanging fortresses. Baya weavers transform ordinary tree branches into architectural wonders with their distinctive hanging nests. These small, vibrantly colored birds demonstrate extraordinary dexterity, using their beaks as precision tools to create teardrop-shaped domiciles that dangle from branches like natural ornaments. The construction process begins with the male selecting a strategic location, typically high branches overhanging water bodies, to deter climbing predators. He then collects hundreds of fresh, flexible grass blades and palm fibers, each carefully chosen for strength and pliability. The bird splits each blade lengthwise with its beak, creating thinner, more manageable strips. The weaver works methodically, starting with an anchor ring fastened around a branch, using specialized knotting techniques. From this foundation, he constructs a roof and gradually expands downward, weaving an elaborate chamber with thick walls. The interior features a long, narrow entrance tunnel that prevents predators from reaching the nesting chamber. Number 3. Bald-faced hornet paper mansions. Hanging like gray papier-mâché lanterns from tree branches, bald-faced hornet nests represent remarkable achievements in natural paper manufacturing and architectural design. These social insects produce waterproof, multi-layered structures that house thousands of individuals in organized communities. The construction begins in spring when a fertilized queen harvests wood fibers from dead trees, fence posts, and woody stems. She chews these fibers, mixing them with her saliva to create a paper-like pulp that becomes the building material. This natural paper is both lightweight and surprisingly weather-resistant, capable of withstanding heavy rainfall. What starts as a small, upside-down umbrella structure rapidly expands as worker hornets emerge and join construction efforts. The nest grows through concentric layers with multiple tiers of hexagonal cells surrounded by a protective outer envelope with carefully designed entrance holes. The multi-layered construction provides excellent insulation, maintaining optimal internal temperatures. Number 2. Beavers' underwater architectural complexes. Beavers stand as nature's premier ecosystem engineers, creating elaborate dwelling structures that transform entire watersheds. Their lodges represent sophisticated solutions to multiple challenges: predator protection, food storage, and climate control. Construction begins with dam building. Beavers create water barriers by strategically placing branches, stones, and mud across streams. These dams, which can stretch hundreds of feet, create ponds that enable the beavers to build their primary dwelling, the lodge, with underwater protection. The lodge itself rises from the pond like a rounded hut of interwoven branches and mud, reaching heights of 6 to 8 feet and diameters of 12 to 15 feet. What appears simple externally hides internal complexity. The dwelling features multiple chambers, including a central living space situated above the waterline, with underwater entrances that prevent predator access. Beaver engineering incorporates advanced insulation techniques. The animals plaster the lodge exterior with mud that freezes solid in winter, creating an impenetrable barrier against predators while maintaining interior temperatures well above freezing, even in sub-zero conditions. Inside, they create sleeping platforms lined with shredded wood and vegetation for comfort. Number 1. Trapdoor spiders' underground bunkers. Beneath the soil surface lies one of nature's most sophisticated ambush hideouts. the trapdoor spider's burrow. These arachnid excavators create underground homes that combine stealth, security, and hunting functionality in remarkably engineered packages. The construction begins with the spider digging a vertical shaft into suitable soil, typically 4 to 8 inches deep and perfectly cylindrical. Using its fangs and front legs, the spider excavates soil particles and carries them away from the entrance. As the tunnel takes shape, the spider applies silk to the walls, creating a smooth, reinforced lining that prevents collapse and keeps moisture at optimal levels. The burrow's most remarkable feature is its namesake trapdoor, a hinged lid made from soil, vegetation, and silk that fits the entrance with astonishing precision. Now I want to hear from you. Which animal nest surprised you the most? Tell me in the comments below. Take advantage and click on this video that is appearing on the screen because I have selected it especially for you. Well, that's it until next time, curious one.